Hello, good evening. I guess I'll give you guys a couple of minutes to get in here. We pray of you, Sanctus in America. We pray of you. We pray of you that you take all of these weird pedophiles, throw them in jail, or throw them off of a cliff. Spirits, we ask that you give them the suffering that they and the fear, all of the fear and the torture and the mental torture that they have tried to use against mothers and children. We ask that you heal all of those children, all of those mothers who have been affected by men who rape children. The fact that they have a sickness, these men are sick spirits. Santee from America, we ask that you reap all of them. Take them all off this earth so that we can be happy. Amen. Hello, guys. This is High Priestess Jamila. Good evening. We already called to Saint Michael for protection today. I want to talk to you guys about these pedophiles. But it looks like it's not a lot of people in the chat room yet, so I can give you guys a few minutes, but I wanted to come and say to not worry about them. You know what pedophilia is about? Pedophilia and rape is all about ruining someone's life. It's not about sex, it's not about desire, and it's all about hate. Child rape is not about wanting the child sexually. And we all know that pedophiles have tried to go on this agenda to try to make it seem like they are attracted to children, but they're actually not attracted to them. What it is that it's a demon. They are either the demon or they are possessed by many demons, and this demon causes them to see that as a way of living. These children don't want them. Not actually. So with a lot of these pedophiles or demonic, we're gonna quit calling them pedophiles. We're just gonna call them the demonic soulless dickheads is what we'll call them. Okay. So they have tried to normalize pedophilia and make it look like a sexual thing. Pedophilia is not a sexual thing. You are doing that to a child, and we know that they've done it to children as young as newborn. You are doing that to the child because you actually hate them. You were probably a victim of child molestation or child rape. And there's a lot of these people that we see on YouTube that either they have raped a child, molested a child, or either they are on the verge of it. This is one of the reasons why there's usually violence, threats, and terrorism that comes with child molestation, especially when it's interfamilial incest. Okay, this is not sex. This is serving a very disgusting demon that does not live on this earth. Now, just to let you pedophiles know, you are in fact a minority. You are a freak of nature that makes no fucking sense. And you have been trying to program mothers. You have been trying to program mothers via YouTube for the past 5 or 6 years. And I can promise to all of the mothers that all of these pedophiles will be reaped. They are dying, and they will die as long as they hold on to that demon. And we will get rid of them. Pedophilia Pedophiles are the most hated. This is the reason why I got chased and stalked by pedophiles, because I was speaking out against them. And then you had a pedophile earlier today threatening my family. Yeah, because he's a pedophile. That's what pedophiles do, because that's how pedophiles get a lot of their children. From now, he threatened to call CPS on me because he was hurting, and he's hurting because he was molested as a child. Okay? This man was talking sexual about my daughters. Okay? And keep in mind that this group of men have been talking sexual about my daughters since they were like 11 or 12 years old. Okay? Now, I don't know who's a pedophile and who's not, but here's what I'm going to venture out to say. I think the reason why y'all are challenging mothers head on is because you want to die. Life must be hell for you. You're not accepted anywhere except by other people that hate themselves and hate you at the same time. A pedophile hates himself 24/7. He hates his life. Period. So you being a pedophile doesn't hurt us mothers. Can y'all hit the thumbs up for me? Thank you. Let's see how many pedophiles is watching right now. Because I like grown men. In fact, I like men with gray hair and gray beards. I love me an older man. In fact, if I just when I decide who I'm gonna marry, it's gonna be an older man. I don't know what it is about older men. Probably because I'm an older woman. I'm 43. So I don't want somebody younger than me. I want somebody older than me. Okay, because I know he probably got the money and he got some kind of stability as well. Okay. But let me see what's up with and you know what? Some of these females that's in that sector are pedophiles too, if y'all notice. So, and they are quite obviously sick about it because they sit back and they big up men talking pedophilic about children. Okay? Anyone that takes up for that behavior, you are either a pedophile yourself or you are a pedophile apologist, and you need to feel what these children feel and the fact that their lives can sometimes be ruined. Now, I was molested at the age of 1, 5, and 8. Okay. And I survived because I'm not a pedophile. Okay. And so, but it's just the point. Look, they're probably in the chat. See? Why are y'all, do you think mothers are going to accept, do you think that I'm going to accept that as a mother? You think mothers are going to accept you being sick? When y'all start talking about that remember I told y'all what did I tell y'all yesterday? I think I actually took that show down. I told you that the response from these people after that video that I did was going to be something about pedophilia. Now, because these men and women's lives is ruined and they can't move on, they want to remind you, hey, there's child rape. There's child rape. We don't have to think about child rape. Okay. All right. Let me get rid of Mia Pete. Bye. I knew you were a troll because I saw you. Bye, Mia. Okay. Oh, that kind of stuff happens all the time. And your sons are good on. And you know what? You need to do some work on that man. Because pedophiles hate when you tell on them. They will kill their own child. They are some disgusting parasites. Pedophiles are disgusting people that have given up on life. And they literally are soulless because when they were raped as children, their soul was removed and replaced with something else. That's the whole point of being molested as a child. Child molestation has nothing to do with sex. It has everything to do with a perversion, with the process of perverting another human being. Okay. And then it's also about having power and control over the child. I've been molested a couple of times in my life. Okay. By men and women. Okay. So I know all about it. Okay. And thank the gods that I was delivered from that, because I've never wanted to or thought about it and would never even joke about touching a child. If you would joke about raping a child, then you would rape a child, period. And I mean, what are you embarrassed? You seem to be pretty proud of it when you were talking about it. So I think what happens is that the pedophiles, they get embarrassed. Go away then. Leave us mothers alone. Leave children alone. There's no man that should be living in a home with children talking like that about children. That is disgusting. Okay. And these pedophiles was trying to get their hands on my kids. It's absolutely disgusting. And why do they say stuff, but then they can't own it? There's a pedophile that said stuff about kids, a couple of them. They'll go to platform saying, yeah, but look at what this person did. What did she do? She homeschooled her kid. Yeah, isn't that worse than being a pedophile? No, pedo, go away. Some of them don't have enough good sense to be embarrassed by their behavior. Some of them have no shame in their behavior. The world does not owe you that. Okay. Now let me tell you something. See, I am a normally functioning woman. So since we're dealing with a bunch of weirdos, I'm gonna sit here and watch some Supernatural and look at some hunky man meat. And I'm gonna sit here and be an adult. Okay, I'm not defending pedophiles all night. If you're defending a pedophile, you need to go and bury your head in the sun, in the sand. Yeah, you can go bury your head in the sun too. Okay, go bury your head in the sun and go ahead and set yourself on fire. Okay, I'm sorry, that is disgusting. There is no way that you can spin that. Now, let me see what this person said, even though I deleted them. Hmm. Oh God. And you know what? This just, why are pedophiles on YouTube? That's what is. I'm sorry, guys, this is not adding up for me. Why are the pedophiles on YouTube? Such an odd place for pedophiles to be on YouTube, making excuses for their behavior. You know what they do? You can say, "Hi, how you doing?" And they'll make a video response to you talking about sex with children. They are waiting for an excuse to talk about having sex with children. Yes, if you talked about children in that way, we know you're a pedophile. Period. And a lot of y'all, well, that doesn't mean, yeah, it does mean that. It does mean that. It does mean that you are a pedophile. If you have ever came online and talked about, and then these are the most disgusting decay of society, black men. They have no intelligence. They have no way of making any money. They're broke. And that's why none of them have access to their children. Nobody's going to give you access to their children. Are you kidding me? We are destroying pedophiles, and you deserve it. The witches, and they're mad at the witches. Get off of our planet. You don't even belong here. How many ways do we have to say it? We're not interested. It doesn't turn us on. And statistically, I'm going to tell y'all something that y'all should know about pedophiles. This is the truth. And even though pedophilia is not about sex, men with, I'm talking about baby penises. And I'll put up an example of a baby penis on my other channel. Men with little bitty, tiny baby penises are usually very aggressive, and they're usually pedophiles because they look at the size of their penis and they compare it. So there are pedophiles that they weren't molested as children, but the reason why they're doing it is because they feel like they can get off on a child, because there are some men that have really, really, really small penises. Just to let y'all know. Okay. And, that's why you got to be careful marrying somebody like that. Usually a man with a 12-inch schlong is not trying to put it in a child or a baby, because he has more sense than that. Okay. And literally, I think that these guys that are pedophiles, they are children in their minds. You are. I've got one right now going from platform to platform harassing people, and I'm reporting it all to the FBI. Just to let you guys know, the whole thing has already been reported to the feds. Okay. And in fact, the feds is watching these people. Don't they get that? Don't they get that the feds is already watching you? Y'all might as well just turn yourself in, because I can imagine that all of y'all, or that a lot of these people, are wanted for some kind of sex crime. Because you come online and you want to rape a child so bad that you have to talk about it. That's why you talk about it, because you want to rape a child. And that one pedophile that's been going from platform to platform whining, he actually likes young children, like 7 or 8 years old. Now, I don't know if I slipped into the dark web of YouTube. Maybe that's what's happening. But this is absolutely disgusting. And nobody, absolutely nobody, is turned on by this crap, except for maybe those sick women that y'all have over there with y'all. And all of y'all that are with sick people like that, you're narcissistic, we're breaking y'all up. Because y'all will produce children and then molest them. And you know it's the truth. And you know that your children are going to be on YouTube in another 10 years telling the story of whatever you did. Attacking me is not going to prevent that from happening. Trust me, people will find out about you. Okay? They are going to be reaped. Okay? One of the reasons why, let me tell y'all something. One of the reasons why they shutting cities down is because I'm telling y'all, it is very demonic out there. That's one of the reasons why they're doing that. Okay? Because your children are not safe. You're not safe out there. They will snatch you and your kid. They want a kid so bad. Make sure you have your protection. One of them threatened to terrorize me and home invade my home. Now, he'll never come anywhere near me, ever. And he knows that. He'll die on his way. My spirits work like that. No child, let's not look at it from the woman's perspective. Let's look at it from the child's perspective. No child wants to be molested, you sick fucker. None of them. None of them want you touching them. A child is innocent. Okay? The mothers that are protecting their babies from you are innocent. You will never normalize or legalize pedophilia. We're going to stay on your ass, because I have a political team. Okay? Pedophiles are not that powerful. Y'all have to go through CPS and foster children to get children to molest. Y'all are not that powerful, and you know it. Otherwise, you just be able to make a phone call and come in and snatch somebody's kids. But the problem is that it's way too many women sitting up in their houses with their gun under their pillow. Okay? Nobody wants to talk about pedophilia and child sexery during the holidays. Y'all do this every year on YouTube. And I can't believe that YouTube allows it. It is disgusting that YouTube allows this. I think I might go to the news. I think I might go to the news. I mean, y'all are disgusting. And the fact that YouTube is allowing this is disgusting. Because nobody wants to hear about that. Okay, we're thinking about having sex. I'm thinking about having sex with an old man with gray hair on his thing. My man has gray hair on his pubic hairs. That's what I want. So, you know, the conversation about that, first of all, you're only titillizing those people that are in that sector that are sick like that. These people are socially awkward. They don't have any connection with any other adult, and they don't know how to talk to adults. They know how to appeal to children, but they don't know how to appeal to an adult. Even adults that were molested as children do not sit around and talk about rape and sex and kids all the time. In fact, it's a subject that we like to avoid altogether. I believe that it's a couple of pedophilic women in y'all circle that like that stuff. Okay? And y'all need to get it together and get off of YouTube. Pedophiles do not get a voice. What they need to do is they need to go in their groups in private and stop talking about those things on YouTube. 4 pedophiles hit the thumbs down. Y'all are pedophiles. Tell me if that's not a pedophile, somebody that talks about sex with children. If you describe a sexual act with a child, that means that you would be willing to do that. Okay? And y'all up late at night trying to wish and hope that you can hear my kid talking. The reason why y'all so interested in my child talking is because y'all want to take him out on a date. Y'all want to have a conversation with a child. That's why y'all so concerned about that. That's why y'all been saying that. And y'all have lost y'all mind. To display this type of disgusting behavior on YouTube is ridiculous. We can tell that many of you guys have literally lost your mind. And you cannot make excuses. And when you say something sexual about a child, you follow up with saying, oh, well, damn the fact that I talked about having sex with a child. Let's talk about your bad parenting because you homeschool your kid and your kid is smarter than most kids their age. My kid is smarter than you and he's homeschooled. I'm a little confused about this. And I'm real confused about certain people that are taken up for you pedophiles. That's real confusing. And all those sick women that y'all got, that Mia Pete person, that comment that you made, Mia Pete, shows that you're a female predator. Why would somebody have to go that far? I wonder who you actually are. Why would somebody need to go that far? That was your idea to say that, hon. Nobody would need to go that far for somebody to leave them alone. Stop. You people don't even have rational thinking. That's what's so crazy about this. The way that they talk, you talk like a child. I mean, literally. It is not my fault that you're a pedophile and you hate yourself. It's not nobody's fault on YouTube that you are a pedophile that hates yourself. You shouldn't be molesting children. And you shouldn't be thinking about that. If you're thinking about it, eventually you would probably act on it. Good. If you're a pedophile, stay away from me and my children. That would be appropriate, Mia Pete, wouldn't it? That would be very, very appropriate. Because we all know in a normal situation with normal people, would that be necessary? No, it wouldn't. So you got some confessions or something? Is that why you came by here? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So, it's really and then also, Mia Pete, what hint was I supposed to take? Are you trying to say that Michael is a pedophile? Let's get it out in the open. You trying to say that Mike is a pedophile? So let's just put it like this. If you're a pedophile, you're gonna perish. No matter who it is. All of you. Because the world has gotten tired of you. Seriously. And harassing people online, harassing families, harassing children is ridiculous. We are all tired of you people. This is not your earth. This is my earth. If you tired of me, then leave my earth. Makes sense to me. Does it make sense to y'all? I know that a lot of y'all have men in y'all lives that are probably pedophiles and y'all scared right now. But that's on y'all. Listen, if you couldn't find a man that wasn't a pedophile, because there's a lot of men that are not pedophiles. For you to be interested in a man that's a pedophile, and for you to know about it and to be okay with it, because if I found out that any of my men asses to the curb for good, and the feelings would change for you. So you would have to go that far to claim to be, you wouldn't. You could just, you know what I'm saying? So again, you got these sick women. Y'all are sick and y'all need some damn help. To be honest with you, a lot of the times the pedophiles is the women. And that I know what kind of porn that America looks at, and y'all kind of like that situation. That situation ain't going down over here. So yeah, maybe you do need to move on. All of you need to move on. Because they were threatening my children earlier. They began threatening my children earlier because and you know why? Because they're pedophiles. And if y'all like pedophiles, then leave my channel. All of the 5 people that thumbs down, go. And I'll never talk about I don't like talking about pedophiles. The only time we talk about child is when there's missing children or when somebody brings it up. Otherwise, nobody sits and just thinks about a damn pedophile. So y'all can leave the channel and not come back. Is what I mean, doesn't that make sense? You're not in, like, whatever they call that. This is not equally yoked. I have fully grown body parts and I have a fully grown brain. You people that are into stuff like that, it's clearly something wrong with your brain and you're twisted. You have no protection, none whatsoever. There's literally nobody or nothing. There's no deity that protects pedophiles. It's not protect you from being happy in your life, protect you from accomplishing anything. But other than that, there's nothing protecting you. Y'all coming from that satanic crap Nobody wants to sit here and listen to that unless they're a pedophile. I know I didn't listen to any of it. I listened to what they were saying in bits and pieces, but I can't sit there and listen to that. It's a turnoff. Okay, truly it is. So for me, like I said, they were going to do, they went and started talking about sex with children. Did that change me? You're the one sitting there with non functioning body parts. If you are a pedophile, you are not a sexual being. You are not a being of nature. You're not. You are a freak of nature. Okay. And you can't claim to be anything else because, number one, look at the way y'all behave. And you know what? The judicial system is soft on pedophiles too because they're pedophiles as well. But who runs the courtroom? You think the pedophiles run the courtroom? Where you always see happening to pedophiles? They don't run the courtroom. They don't run nothing. Okay, maybe in some states. We dealing with the deep state here. Okay. That's why they bust those child sex rings all the time. They bust them. And that's exactly what's going to happen to you all. Now what? What do you want me to do? Like they expected me to cower down? You know what? I gotta say to you, that the whole thing was just really well contrived. But at the end of the day, you can't justify that at the end of the day. So I'm sorry. And you can tell pedophilic men because they talk about 30-some-year-old women like they too old. And for some reason, you got people that like these types of people. Well, then why are you here? Could it be that you enjoy looking at something that's not shady, but when you're confronted with yourself, you can't look in the damn mirror? You can't. And you don't want to be a pedophile, but you don't know how to control your impulses. Okay. So, they were, first of all, I did not see they were victimizing my children. Yes, it has been reported to the FBI. By the time I went and clicked on the link, the thread was already gone. I just want to let everybody know that my daughter has not made any sexual videos. That's a lie. That's a lie that was made up by Tina, by that Tina show chick, and Jimmy, and that's a lie. Okay, they probably use the Reface app. Is probably what they use, but there's no videos of my baby. Okay. And I didn't even see it. I didn't even have to see it. And I didn't even ask her about it because the pedophiles would love for you to go and ask your kids something like that. I would never go and ask my daughter that. My children will never be bothered with y'all problems. And my children have never been molested. So, the negative cycle stopped here. Y'all seem to be carrying it forth, and you have a serious problem with me. And I really don't give a damn. I'll destroy all of you. They over here, they are so mad. You can tell that my spirits are working on them hardcore because they are very mad. Well, you know what? Aries, y'all, let me tell you something. I know for a fact that there are some people that don't feel that it's anything wrong with child rape. I, for one, think that it's disgusting to do that to a child because you ruined that kid's life. You're making a child experience sex earlier than what they should. And you're literally taking that kid's soul. Okay, I have had to work with victims of child rape to get their soul back. Okay, when your parent molests you, they're selling your soul. When somebody else molests you, your soul is being taken. And they're asking for the trouble. And then saying don't say anything. They're asking for the trouble, talking nasty and negatively about people's children. And this is one of the reasons why pedophilia is so rampant in the black community, because other black men are afraid to say anything or to speak up. And they've been busting your child pedophile rings around here too, over here in Georgia. So I don't know what to tell y'all. I don't know why they're here bothering me. I don't get it. Maybe because, like I said, maybe they are ready to be led off of this planet. Makes sense to me. I mean, if you're a pedophile, I can't stop you. I don't. Well, maybe I am stopping y'all from molesting children. Maybe I am. But I'm just over here at my home with my children. Y'all so paranoid and crazy that y'all are harassing me, and you've been doing it for years. And so it's kind of like, well, we know that you guys are pedophiles, because the remember the one that Tina chick. Listen, as soon as Tina started calling me a pedophile, I instantly knew that she was one herself, because everybody that knows me knows that that's definitely not true. And then come to find out in 2017 or 2018, the FBI was looking for her for a sex crime. Ain't nobody got a lie on you. And everybody's all mad at me. It's like, well, people already know that about you. Most of the people on the internet know that those people are crazy. That's why y'all always look at me like I'm crazy at certain times. I personally, this is what I want to say to y'all. If you are a pedophile, then you need to realize that if you don't make a commitment to not trying to harm any children through this lifetime, that you'll be taken off of this planet. You're going to burn in hell. And you know what? There's not even anybody trying to reform pedophiles either. They'll try to reform violent people. They'll try to reform people that kill people. They are not trying to do that. No, I am not afraid of you coming over here and killing me in my home. I'm going to lay down and go to sleep and sleep like a fucking baby. Because one of them threatened me today. Okay, and I'm ready for you. I think it's ridiculous. And they went straight to, I told y'all they were going to do that yesterday. That they were going to start talking about that. And what they did was it backfired on them. That's their little ploy to try to throw, well, you're not throwing off us mothers. I'm still pregnant in the future. I'm still going to get pregnant in the future. You can't throw off my biological clock. That's your biological clock that's messed up. Because you trying to have sex with somebody that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years younger than you. Maybe even, and you know what? There are some pedophiles that think they're better than other pedophiles. Because they'll say, oh, well, I'm not that bad because I don't sleep with, little bitty babies, maybe if they about 8 years old, we can take them up to the club of NAMBLA so that you can turn women's sons into monsters like you. You are The epitome of a monster is what you are. Trust me, I know I was molested as a child for drugs, I believe. Okay, and then a lot of them are probably smoking drugs. Okay, pedophilia runs heavily, especially when it comes to crack cocaine. So crack cocaine usually is in the mixture there. These people need a lot of money to maintain that addiction. And they all sound like crackheads scheming and drooling over a kilo of crack. And that's the reality of these people. Some of them, and I'm just telling y'all what I know. And no woman has to fear. Like, and I just, you know what? I think that what you men need to do is y'all need to go and create your own country because women are not allowing it. And I think that we should address this with Kamala Harris. Oh, you think so, anti-ADOS guy? I hope so. And I hope I don't never have to have this disgusting conversation again. God, I hope I never have to talk about this again. Not ever. They've been talking about it for the past 5 or 6 years, and it's like, what does this have to do with what? I'm in love with love and happiness. I'm not, you know what I'm saying, all that stuff because they create that for themselves. That's got to be hell to be a pedophile. I couldn't even imagine living with that on a daily basis. I can imagine that it would make you suicidal because the world is not accepting. Not even nature is accepting of that. So then what do you expect us mothers to do? And you know why they say that? They say that to throw off the universe and to throw off the sexual vibes. Well, I'm still connected to my eternal twin flame essence right now. So you're not doing anything but pissing off Mother Nature. I can promise them that, boy. I see a storm coming. They are pissing off nature right now. And you can always see it coming. You can see that stuff coming. I do believe that something is going to go down very soon. Spirits have been doing all kind of stuff, tornadoes, floods, and they do upset. Don't y'all think that them putting their negative frequencies out there is upsetting the balance of the universe? It is. Okay, it's messing up the balance of this planet. So, and I'm praying that you guys leave. Just that we never have to. Who wants to think about you during the holidays? And you know what? I really truly feel that many of you guys are just sick and y'all got molested as kids. But should I ruin my life because you guys can't get yourself together? It feels like summer during the day. I'm still seeing small. Oh yeah, Or are you in Georgia? You in Georgia? It was cold the past couple of days here. It was kind of cold. I actually kind of liked it though. But so anyway, I'm just like probably just normal like any other mom. You know what I'm saying? And like if for you to say I talked about a sexual act with a kid, talking about this guy, for you to say that and come back with you're a crap mother because I'm just going to say that your kid can't talk even though I know that they can. I'm going to lie, lie, lie and tell more lies and deflect. Okay? They deflect. Oh, is it anti? Oh, yeah, I didn't know you were in Georgia. Are you anywhere near me? I kind of been in bed the past 3 days. I was recuperating from something. I think it was like, it wasn't the corona. It was definitely some kind of cold or something that I was recuperating from. But I feel so much better now. And today, because I had the heat up on like 76, so you could tell that I kind of, and I think it was also detoxing too. I think that something was, because I've been doing a lot of body wraps and stuff, and I've been releasing negative energy a lot. Okay, Stockbridge Morrow. Is that near any of the lakes? I'd have to look that up. So, it sucks that people think, and I think that these people, some of them think, oh, because you're a mother, that when I say this, this is going to hurt you. Well, it doesn't hurt us mothers if we're protecting our children. Because most mothers, I have a aunt, and I'm gonna tell this story just because I've been kind of mad at my aunt and stuff, and I'm gonna tell her story. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure that, and I don't know how she feels about this, but I'm sure she would be okay. My aunt, who was married into my family, he was raping my little cousin. Well, not my little cousin. She's actually older than me, and coincidentally, I'm not gonna tell her name, but it my aunt, who's married to my uncle, her first husband was killed by somebody in the family. They caught him on top of my cousin and they blew him away. She would always talk about it. Okay. So yeah, that happened in her, with her and everything prior to her meeting my uncle and marrying him. And so um most women will blow you into next week and it ain't got nothing to do with, because they was on here talking real greasy, trying to say that grown women are jealous of their pedophilia. Like, that's a true pedophile that says that. And it's like, no, most of us, I mean, you know, most women can find a man that's not a pedophile. There's a lot of men on this earth that are not pedophiles. You are a rare, I'm sorry, they are a rarity in my opinion. Otherwise, they would have moved on by now. I think that a lot of these people that are into that stuff and into talking about that stuff, I think that they're a minority. Because, first of all, most people, um, most people that even have been molested, now the prisons are filled up with pedophiles, and or either they've committed some other violent crime. But other than that, I mean, from what I can gather, and I know how to watch a man's body language, how he acts, his cues. And some of y'all men have been in the presence of the type of woman that would, want some kind of thing going on with her kids and stuff, but that ain't happening over here. And I've said that so many times. So if somebody is into something like that, then I think it's a damn shame, because you're ruining that child's life. That child is probably not gonna have a normal sex life. And usually people that are like that, they keep the person in some kind of mental bondage or mental prison, and they can't really find love or happiness from there. And I'm serious. And because that's not what these people are doing. Okay. And a lot of y'all want to go along with certain things like embrace your rapist. That's fine. But for me, I don't want to marry a rapist. I don't want a pedophile. I want to be able to leave my children with him without me worrying about him doing something to them. I don't believe in leaving stepchildren with stepfathers all the time. I've seen women do it. I don't agree with that. That's why I was single. And there's no reason for me to um what's the word that I'm looking for? There's no I work from home and this is just what it is. They would love for me to not be working from home so that they could find out my kid's daycare, probably follow me so that they could try to have access to my kid. And a lot of weird people that act weird and crazy and satanic like that, just the thought they get off on the thought of you being creeped out. Well, I'm not creeped out, you know what I'm saying? My spirits will destroy you and then I can go back to I think I'm going to either play Matchington Mansion, June's Journey, or my other game that I play. And y'all are the ones sitting over there scared and upset because you are the ones that are doing something that you know you shouldn't be doing. I agree. Don't give them any space suits and just take them up to outer space and just let them go. Okay? And they would just kind of harden and float. They would just kind of float into oblivion. Okay, is what they need to do. Just take them up there, just kind of just let them out the back. They probably already doing stuff like that. You never know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have been around some ruthless man. I done been around some ruthless people. Yeah, I can see your chats, the doll. I can see you. I have been. I have known some people that were less than desirable people that you didn't probably want to be around. Those people sold drugs. Those people would shoot anybody who came in their face. But to touch a child, they break down and cry. They would rather get down on their hands and knees and pray to God than to hurt a child. So y'all a special kind of evil. Pedophiles are evil. And they used to try to come around as if they were just kind of like, oh, I'm just a little weird. And, those men from NAMBLA, they trying to get people to accept this crap. Yeah, I did see the email message. I've been pretty busy all day and I haven't really had a lot of time. In fact, I'm sitting here trying to figure out how to put together this dollhouse with instructions in Chinese. Okay. My instructions are in Chinese, y'all. So I just don't know what I'm going to do here. And so for me personally, that's my biggest problem right now. I got all these stickers and stuff and these decals and stuff that I have to, do to put this dollhouse together. I'm sure Jacob is going to love it, but he can't touch it because I'll be using it for spiritual work and stuff, but he can still look at it. But it came with some little carpet and oh my God, it's so much stuff to watch. Oh wow. Whew, this is not gonna be easy. I'm the type of person to where I want this to be my biggest issue in life, and that is just what it is. And so pedophiles, they get mad at you because you speak out against them. Literally, all of the hatred that they have whenever women speak against them, it's absolutely ridiculous. You know? God, this is so complicated. Oh my God, it's y'all. Wow. All these little tiny pieces. I don't even know where to begin. Whoa. Oh, goodness. Well, first of all, y'all could have sent me instructions in English. Oh, I'm gonna have to. You know what? I'm gonna have to just go by the pictures. But that's pretty much what I was gonna start working on tonight. But goodness gracious, and you know what? I think I want to make sure I have me a nice glass of wine when I'm doing this. Good grief. It's showing you in the pictures how to do it. There's all sorts of electrical components for the light fixtures in the house that you have to hook up to the wiring. Oh my God, this. Wow. I guess I'll just have to look at piece by piece. It's telling you kind of how to put it together. It's got chairs, it's got a bed, it's got a refrigerator, cabinets. It's got everything. I got to put all that stuff together. So, oh, it even came with some little faux plants too for the house. That's so cute. Wow, I'm gonna put these pieces back in here though because I don't want to lose none of these pieces. That would suck. I wonder if you can hire people to put doll houses together. I'm sure that my son could figure it out for me also. So I can maybe, whenever it's something like this that, I need some help with, I will gladly pay my kids to do it. It's good to do that. Be like, hey son, I'll give you a little bit of money for that. He's like, okay, mom. But he told me he'd do it during the day. So yeah. Lot of looks like it's a lot of work for this. So my other one is coming tomorrow. And and so just to get back on the subject of what we were talking about, I mean, it is just so weird because I had no idea that so many pedophiles existed, and the fact that they can often look like regular people, just normal everyday people. And that's one of the reasons why y'all, when I'm at the store or like when I'm at like the gas station and I have my son with me and a man tries to talk to me, I don't talk to him because it's just something that's weird and creepy about that, especially the ones that's trying to talk to your child. I don't want you to talk to my child because they're trying to feed that demon souls. They take the soul of the child. That's what they do. Okay, pedophilia on any level is just demonic. However you spin it, and pedophiles are one of the reasons why parents don't want to send their kids to school. So it's funny how somebody that seems to be a pedophile to me would defend his own honor by saying you won't send your kid to school so that perhaps I would have access to them on the playground. I think that if you make a pedophilic joke, or you make a statement that is supposed to be pedophilic or shocking to us women, and you're going to give us a heart attack, then I think that for you to not make it obvious what type of person that you are, for you to come back with you didn't send your kid to school and then some other crazy contrived stuff. What? You realize that parents take their kids out of school every day because of that. They're getting ready to send a lot of the kids home to do distance learning. It just depends on what's going on at home because some of these kids don't have a very good home environment. Literally, my kids have a stable home. They have a refrigerator full of food. And the pedophiles' comeback is you won't send your kid to school right now during the coronam to give me access to them. That's how us mothers take it. How else are we supposed to take it? I mean, I think it's ridiculous. And these pedophiles do not want us talking. They do not want us saying anything. And then try to tell me, oh, well, that's not about you. Well, then if it's not about me and it's about somebody else, then don't bring up my name. I'd say that that's very fair to say. I'm putting together that dollhouse. You'd have to go and look at that video that I did earlier. It's a dollhouse that has real light fixtures that light up, and I think that it takes a certain type of battery. So yeah, this is not going to be an easy task. But you know what? Looking at the pictures, like I think that looking at the actual picture of the dollhouse on the box is going to really be helpful with putting it together. So I'm sure I'll be able to figure it out. They want to come out here and they want to make our ears bleed with this bull crap because they want to control our sex hormones. And then they want to get mad at us for saying something to them. And then another thing, this guy that attacked me, he went in and attacked me. And it's kind of like, first of all, black men on YouTube, I don't belong to you. I am my own person. I am not in a relationship with any of you on YouTube. I don't belong to you. For you to just be able to throw my name out there and literally I asked to be kept out of that disgusting sector, and then I'm and then people get an attitude with me because I say don't bring me up in that sector. If you don't want to be brought up in the sector, then I don't need to be. And there's no man that has any authority over me, not even my father. Not even my father. Okay, so you know why they treat you like that? Because they were objectified as kids. So they don't care about the fact that you're a human being. They were never treated well. They were always treated poorly because, of course, if you are molesting somebody at a young age, you're going to have to treat them like crap in order to get them to be involved in that. You have to break a child down. They'd have to be broken. And I realize that there are a lot of sick parents, there are a lot of sick women out there that will let you come in and beat on their kids. They'll let you come in and molest on their kids because these women are just weak and they want to be accepted and they're looking for a daddy figure. Or either they're just sick, not even looking for a daddy figure. You're just a sick person. And you want that child to go through what you went through. And for your excuse to be, well, Jamila won't send her kid to school. I'm sorry, as an adult with a sound mind, body, and spirit, I'm just not going for that. And don't even joke like that. Don't even joke like that. But those men are comfortable because they hang with these women and these women stay in code. These women are willing to be pedophiles with them. I'm not. It ain't even about a choice. It's about that is absolutely disgusting. And where's Chris Hansen when you need him? I think Chris Hansen should be investigating that black sector and some of them people in the black sector. That's what I think should be happening. The fact that it's being ignored is absolutely disgusting. So I'm wondering who are these people and why do they get away with it? People have lost their mind, and these people are horribly imbalanced. I can imagine that being a pedophile would absolutely make you imbalanced. Well, you were imbalanced to begin with to even be doing some crap like that. And us mothers and our children are protected from you. Period. Okay. And I don't know, guys. You know what? I do believe that we should go over there and flag. I am gonna go live from my other channel. If you guys would please come over there and let's have a flag party. They have to go. It's not the point that they're doing this to me. They've done this to other people's children. So it's not just my children. The only difference is that what they said about my children is still up. He had no shame doing that to me, and I wonder why. He had shame from doing it to someone else, but he had no shame doing that to me. And he was perfectly okay with it. Okay. And so, like I said, all of them are on my burner right now. I got, let me show y'all some stuff I got going on over here. They all on the burner. Okay. To a crisp. They gonna all be burnt to a crisp. We so tired of them. We just wanna, you know what I wanted to do tonight? I wanted some eggnog and rum. That's it, you know. And the pedophiles got problems because they always thinking about the pedophilic stuff they did. They have guilt for it. Obviously, they have guilt because they keep trying to transfer it to other people. They do this every year and every day, every chance that they get. So, you know, we are going to stand up and fight against you, and it's not a damn thing that you can do about it. I believe that the FBI is already investigating a lot of these people personally because I believe that they're watching them because you never know, they may be doing something in real life to children. Like I'm talking about to their own children or somebody else's children that they may be babysitting or something. I mean, for you to wake up in the morning and call somebody else a pedophile that you've been stalking, which coincidentally, let me tell y'all where this all came from. This came from me defending a newborn baby that was raped. This is where this came from. Defending a child that was raped as a baby. And I said they need to kill 90% of the men in that village. And that is where this all began because pedophiles don't believe that they deserve to be put to death. Tell that to the children that you've molested. Tell that to the children whose lives you've ruined by passing them diseases and sicknesses. You tell that to them and then come back to me. Oh, I'm sorry. You wouldn't have the opportunity to tell that to them because you're not nowhere near those children. And they tried to make it about us older women getting older. Oh, stop. We are concerned about children genuinely. And going online and lying about a kid's intelligence, you're bullying that child. You consistently lie and try to stigmatize a child that is just as bad. It's still child abuse. You're a child abuser. Let's just keep it all the way real. And you're a child abuser probably because you were abused as a child. And none of these kids owe you anything. Their mothers don't owe you anything. And neither do, you know what, right now, who you owe it to is yourself, for real. But a lot of y'all probably feel very, very bad about yourselves. If you really are a pedophile, you feel bad. And you should. And you will reap what you sow. Period. Okay. Now, guys, I gotta go. Because evidently the pedophiles also have a jealousy complex. And so I'm going to go ahead and get the Aries and the Taurus December love reading uploaded. I have it saved. I have a cute little intro for it. So the Aries and the Taurus, get ready. Tomorrow I will not be dealing with these pedophiles. I had to literally pull all my energy back. That's what these oil lamps are doing. Pulling back all my energy they were trying to steal. Okay? That's what the oil lamps are doing. So in the morning, I'm going to work on everybody's reading and try to get all the December readings uploaded by tomorrow. Okay? So that way we'll still be kind of on schedule, on time. And I'm going to link the link to my website. If I can find here it is. Oh, I am not, you know what? Actually, I am kind of looking forward to putting this together. To be honest with you, I like the fact that it is very complicated. I do, because I'm gonna have to like sit there and look and then look at the pictures and stuff. So, it'll occupy me for at least a few hours to get this done. So I'm pretty excited about that. Alrighty. I'm going to link my stuff because YouTube has not been putting the video description box in there, and I think that it's because of a glitch. Best smell in the world. And you know what? I think that they want the witches to deal with these pedophiles for real. They want the witches to deal with you because we sure can deal with you. Then the guy was talking against witches, you guys. So y'all light a black candle on these folks if you don't mind. Every time I come and ask my supporters for y'all help, y'all always show up and show out. Every single time. You know what I'm saying? Because we are going to beat these people and we probably, I can't necessarily do it alone. Okay. So I need all of you all's help with that. And because, it makes no sense for anybody, whether or not they're in their 30s, 40s, or 20s, to have to sit around all day within their life and talk about this disgusting thing. I don't know anybody that feels that that's a fun pastime. Okay, unless you're trying to terrorize the woman. But hun, how are you? Did y'all see the show that I did earlier? I actually talked about this earlier. Okay, hold on. Okay, so I put the video description box in there for y'all. And so the link to my Etsy is below. Okay. What we got to do at this point, because the pedophiles are trying to distract us. Okay. Today is the 22nd. We've got a repeating number 2. So we have a lot of important work to do today on Sunday. Okay. And we're also going to beat that demon of patriarchy, the demon of poverty, the demon of pedophilia. Okay. They all got the 3 P's: poverty, pedophilia, and patriarchy. All byproducts of each other. Patriarchy tells us, even though it's the dumbest thing in the world, it's the most vile thing that you can do as a human being, even though that is the case, you still have those things going on in your life. And that is why patriarchy is so bad. Now, matriarchy, it depends on who's the matriarch. And we're not going to have a pedophile running nothing. And if y'all think that they do, I'm gonna tell y'all something. They don't. First of all, this is not even a subject that really needs to be discussed in the lives of everybody. Everybody knows that child rape exists. It's deplorable. It's horrible. And the only reason why you're bringing it up is because you're trying to trigger people. I as a survivor of child molestation, of course I'm going to say something. Obviously you're trying to garner in a response. But the response that I give you is not going to be what you're looking for. I'm going to talk to you with logic and reason. And the logic and reason is that we think you're disgusting, and we're going to put death spells and curses on you if you keep talking about having sex with kids. Y'all are upsetting the normal balance of life. A woman's ovulation, you guys are on Agenda 21. And I feel like this: if people are that upset about life, then you don't have to be here. And this is not your planet. I have to say that for high magic purposes to those demons that are interdimensional. This is not your plane of existence. It's not. You have to go to a plane of existence where that may be accepted. This is not one of them. You commit a crime against a child on my planet, you're going to jail. Or hell, whichever one you want to go to first. Okay? So, anyway, that's my statement on that. I'll be back later, you guys. I'm about to watch a movie until I fall asleep. And so I will see you guys later. Also, while the pedophiles are doing that, trying to trigger something, look, I've been done I healed from being molested years ago when I was a child. It was something that I didn't even ever think about. So guys, make sure to get y'all mind off of this garbage, because it's garbage. Garbage. In my New York accent, it's garbage. Go ahead and listen to those frequencies that I was telling you about to get you refocused. Okay, because they'll distract you with that, then the next thing but what I will tell you is that when the subject comes up, we can tell that something get ready to go down, ain't it? So something get ready to go down, something real big. And it ain't gonna be somebody hurting no child. It's gonna be you pedophiles being brought to justice. Because we don't want to ever have to look at you again or listen to the disgusting fantasies that you have about children. Any parent would be absolutely disgusted by that. Any parent. If you are a parent, I don't care if I don't care who it is or why they doing it. If you have a child or if you don't have a child, you should be absolutely outraged by people speaking that way. And then also, you should be even more outraged if they would insult you and insult your intelligence with the responses that they give, which is an old roast that was made up by bitter people. So I hope that the FBI was watching the whole thing, including the threats. Yes, as a parent, I can say to you that if you try to come over to my house and snatch my 7-year-old kid, you not gonna make it out of here alive. And every mother and father has the right to say that to a damn pedophile. You don't have the right to threaten a woman after she has defended her children against pedophiles that have been stalking her for 5 years with the same pedos. And I got time because this is my company. People and I want to say this to these people that think that they're running my company. Y'all need to get gone and start y'all own company. Because some people think they want to control what I talk about on my channel. They want to control this and control that. Go somewhere else. You are not in control of anything over here. In fact, most of you have been banished away from me and my children and my energy. Okay? So make sure y'all also get in the Yule circle, guys, because while all this is going on all day long, Jacob has just been kind of in his room. I am getting ready to smudge the house. Probably gonna do that before I go to bed. I've been over here conjuring spirits with this benzoin. That's why I love benzoin. It's one of my go-tos for if I want to conjure a spirit, bring any spirit that I want. Throw some graveyard dirt on that, and you get it popping. You have a nice little ghostly party. Not a ghostly party. I send down spirits to do my bidding for me. I don't know about y'all. Okay. So, also, a lot of you guys that are interested in the classes, you guys can specify if you want to learn about necromancy. So it's kind of, the classes are kind of tailor made. Now, the Hecate's realm, you're going to learn a lot about spirits and necromancy because that's who Hecate is. She is the queen of witches and she is also the queen of necromancy. Okay, and she can take many, many forms on this earth, and you wouldn't believe what she can do. She's a living God that walks around in the flesh. Okay, so Hecate is very spooky. I wouldn't mess with her. She's up there with Santisima Moetta. They are up there together. So these people are ignorant. They have no class. Okay, pedophiles have no class. We know that some of the big head honchos, people in Hollywood was pedophiles. Those people have no class. They only have money. There's a difference between having money and having class and not having any class. And that is absolutely disgusting. So just because we see them doing that in Hollywood don't mean in real life we do stuff like that. Because you'll get dealt with for real. Especially when I start to call on them angels. So we called on the angels today, guys. So don't worry. Matter of fact, I want to drive them crazy a little bit more. I'm gonna play my song that I love so much, but we're gonna play it for all of the kids that have been molested and hurt. We're gonna play this for all of the kids that have been beaten, starved, just mistreated. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, so we're gonna play this as I go. I will see you guys later. Peace and love to all of you guys, and happy Yule. Okay. Oh, a man is placed upon the steps and a baby cries. High above you can hear the church bells start to ring. And as the heaviness, oh, the heaviness, the body settles in. Somewhere here, a mother sings. Then it's one foot, then the other as you step out the road. Step out on the road. How much weight? How much? Then it's how long and how far and how many times. Oh, before it's too late. Come on, angels, come on, angels.
but we're not sure how. On every day you gaze upon the sunset with such love and intensity. Why? It's almost as if you could only crack the code and you finally understand what this all means. But if you could, do you think you would trade it all the pain, suffering? Can you miss the beauty of the light upon the earth and the sweetness of breathing? Calling all angels, calling all angels, walk me through this one, don't leave me alone. Calling all angels, calling all angels, we're trying, but we're not sure. Calling all angels,
Calling all
calling
angels.
all angels, calling all angels. Walk me through this, don't leave me alone.
Calling all angels. Calling all. And in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit, we pray. I pray for the whole world. You know what? As a witch, I can honestly say that looking at what we looking at, man, if Jesus can come down here and fix this right now, I literally have no qualms about it at all. I'll see y'all later. Peace and love.